welcome back to my Tales from Portcon series. In this episode, we are going to be looking at a few of the stories that I was unable to get on camera for various reasons, be it my camera crapping out on me, or I was just too busy enjoying the moment myself to remember to film it. So, hope you enjoy these stories. I was actually late to this panel because I was busy interviewing cosplayers. If you want to see that video, I'll link it down below and somewhere up here in an info card. But when I arrived, they were in the midst of a Q&A session about their full contact LARP game, whose name escapes me. If any of the players of that game are watching this, let me know the name of your game in the comments down below. But after the Q&A session, we took part in a 4v4 or 4v3 LARP battle with their own brand of boffers that they used. And I was basically using a spear that was taller than I was. And I did fairly well with it, but while I was fending off a sword and board user during one fight, I had this LARPer come in out of left field, literally, because he was coming in at my left side and just got me right in the ribs. It still hurts at this time, because I think he bruised a bone in my floating ribs. But while it was fun and painful, I think I'm going to have to stick with medium to light combat LARPs in the near future. It is really hard to describe a Vampire the Masquerade game without going too much into the lore. But what I can say is that it is a very political game, and it is hard to know who to trust with multiple layers of story going on at the same time. This is something I seriously regret not getting footage of at the con, because I've been wanting to share vampire games with everyone on this channel for a very long time, but never got the opportunity. But I assure you, next year I will be better prepared. Possibly then with a GoPro. Now this event wasn't an official event at the convention. It was more an impromptu thing. I was just walking down the convention hallway, and this one guy saw that I had a bunch of LARP swords on me and just begged to LARP fight with me. So I was like, okay, let's go outside and have a fun LARP fight. So I let him use my LARP ninja sword that I got at Bart Brize's booth about half hour ago at the time. And I just drew Goneril, and he was making all kinds of flashy moves that wouldn't look out of place in shonen anime like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto, and I was just standing there like this, just waiting, dodging here and there whenever he threw an attack, and just jab, jab, jab whenever I could. And I did notice a few people were taking video footage with their phones while I was fighting. And so if any of you who were taking that footage are watching this, I want a copy of that footage for my personal enjoyment, and maybe I'll put it on my Patreon if you give permission. So before I let you go, I just want to address something that was raised in the comments of the last video, the cosplay interview video. Not all the interviews made it into the final cut. A lot of that was due to time constraints. I didn't want the video to get too long, or else I'd have YouTube problems. So I just want to let you know that all the interviews, even ones that weren't shown in the final cut, will be available for free on my Patreon. Anyone can see them in their entirety, completely uncut, no payment required. So those are just a few of the stories that I sadly could not get on camera. Let me know what you thought of these stories in the comments down below. Oh, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell to enable notifications so you don't miss another video. And be sure to check out my social media links down below, as well as my pages where you can support the channel. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the trail of adventure.